P. You ready to give these fans what they paid for? Got the momentum. Let's keep it going.
Don't forget, Magic fans, coming up is Rally Towel Day. Help be the sixth man for your Magic by waving your towel.
Round one continues with a heavy dose of citrus. The Raptors come into Game 3 up 2-0 with a relentless desire thrust them to a third straight victory. The scenery changes to hostile ground.
Welcome everyone to Game 3 of this Eastern Conference Round 1 matchup. 2-0 so far. Perhaps the tide can turn in this one. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Thunder is out there with Grady Dick. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Scotty Barnes. And it's Ingram in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Magic, Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. Christie is out there with Suggs. And it's Pirtle in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Look at even though they start this series in a hole. Greg, it wasn't entirely unexpected, but now at home, they have to put a W on the board.
And you know, Kevin, I look for them to be more comfortable here tonight. You often shoot better at home. Sometimes role players produce more at home. It's an environment and a crowd filled with energy that you're used to.
And it's Thunder missing.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
Here's Banchero. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on Grady Dick.
Oh, Banchero earns his points there. If he has to get them at the line, then that's what he is more than willing to do.
Here's Thunder. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Pass to Zubac. Jake with it. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Ingram outside. Shot clock at 6. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Banchero passes to Suggs. Christie kicks to Banchero. And a miss there on the triple. The Raptors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Stolen. Fast break, Toronto. Ahead. And the dunk by Dick.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Suggs looking around. Banchero finds Suggs. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Screen by Pirtle. Here's Wagner. It's hauled in by the Raptors. They come into this game following a tremendous win on Wednesday.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
It took just a little bit of time, but once they figured out the D on that night, man, their offense was rolling.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Pass to Christie. Back to Suggs. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Here's Barnes. Ingram outside. The kick out to Barnes for three, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
The Magic trail by 6. Now Suggs. Here's Christie. Christie with the screen on Barnes to end the cold streak, and it's Ingram with the rebound.
You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
And that one's good, Barnes.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
Yeah, that's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Here's Suggs. Off target at the rim.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
It's the Thunder. Back to Dick. Here's Barnes. Ingram setting a pick for Barnes. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The Magic trail by 8. Loose, stolen by Zubac. Thunder passes to Barnes, and the dunk by Barnes.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Let's hear it for you.
And it's the Magic with the ball. It's a 10-point game. Here's Suggs. And nothing is falling for him right now. And Ingram has got the ball here for Toronto. Barnes. And the basket is good. Barnes has got 12 in the game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Banchero outside. Pass to Suggs. Back to Banchero. 6 on the shot clock. Lets the 3 fly. Drops in the tray. He's got 7.
And he's one of those guys that just keeps coming at you. Paolo Banchero is special.
Ingram outside. It's hauled in by the Magic. 3 on 3. Here's Banchero. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
The kick out to Barnes. Toronto working the ball around now. Zubac with the screen for Barnes. And Pirtle pulls it down. The Magic trail by 7. And here is Suggs. Still without a basket. Banchero outside. Three-pointer puts up a deep 3. Rebound by the Raptors. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And that one's good, Barnes.
Man, tonight Scotty Barnes has been relentless.
Here's Banchero. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Suggs. 5 to shoot. To the middle. Pirtle's shot is off. Toronto with the ball. They're on an 18-5 run here. Suggs with the steal. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Kicks it out to Wagner. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And for his position,
the Magic trail by 12. Carter out there with Smith. Then it's Paolo Banchero. Then there's Howard. And it's Black in at the 1. That's the group start the second quarter for the Magic.
and how about the footwork and body positioning of Banchero makes him so tough to guard down low.
And the basket by Thunder. And so here's Orlando. Banchero looking around. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Banchero's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And I know Coach loves to see Banchero get rolling out there. He is capable of some serious production.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Hey guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Raptors.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball. Looking for fast break opportunities, always a good idea.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
Down low. Back to Black. The tray. Mobo with the rebound. Toronto leading by 12. Ingram finds Barnes. Here's Thunder, who's guarded by Howard. And here's Ingram from the arc. And it's Orlando with the rebound. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Banchero passes to Howard. Carter outside. The Magic again can't hit. Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
The Magic trail by 14. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Pass to Carter. To the inside. That's good from Banchero on the assist by Carter. 16 points for Paolo Banchero. Thunder passes to Barnes. Over Smith. No good off the back of the rim. Orlando, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Good on that shot, and with that, the Toronto lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Carter.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Ingram. Banchero grabs the board. Banchero's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Thunder in the last outing against the Magic had a nice performance. He finished with 19 points, and you love what he gives his team at both ends. Yet another outstanding game for him. He's playing with a ton of confidence and dominating as a result. Guys?
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Jakob Poeltl's check in for Carter. And it's Suggs in for Jalen Smith. And Toronto also making a switch. Dix checked in for Barrett. Ingram passes to Thunder. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Out to Ingram. 6 to shoot. They set the pick. No good on the triple.
Been a struggle for him tonight, but if they can make this lead hold up, he can just chalk this up as one of those nights. That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
And Toronto making a change here. Okoro's checked in.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
Thunder passes to Okoro. Here's Thunder. They get a hand on it. The Raptors need to get a shot. A nice shot by Okoro. Okoro's got the lead up to 14 now for the Raptors.
When he's shooting off the catch like this, these are signs of some remarkable improvement in Okoro's game.
Pass to Banchero. Over Barnes. The Magic again can't hit. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Dick passes to Thunder. Here's Black. No scoring in this one. Oh, and here we go. Okoro's got it. The fast break chance. And the dunk by Barnes.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Banchero outside. Pass to Pirtle. Now, here's Suggs. Dick defending. Clock at 4. To end the run. Here is Howard. Back to Banchero. Mobo with the rebound. Raptors leading by 16. Inside. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Wagner's checked in for Orlando. Christie comes in for Black. Zubac is checked in for the Raptors. Banchero with the ball. 16 points for him. Pass to Suggs. Buries the long-range jumper.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Thunder passes to Barnes. The 3-ball. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
And here is Suggs. Banchero a screen on Barnes. And it's good for 2. Suggs has got 5 points so far.
And this is a guy who is really comfortable with the ball in his hands. Suggs so dangerous in the pick and roll.
Launches it. Kept alive.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
They get it back. Banchero outside. Just 5 on the clock. And the foul called on Thunder. That's his foot. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Toronto ahead, up by 16. And we'll be back right after this.
Glad to have you with us. So far, it's been a dismal
Look like these guys had popcorn before the game because they got butterfingers. Couldn't control the ball at all. You like that one, Ernie?
Checking out the circumstances for the Orlando Magic. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. We're seeing a tremendous game from Scotty Barnes.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
So for Toronto right now, Ingram is out there with Barnes. And it's Thunder, then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Dick in at the shooting guard position. Wagner with it, now defended by Thunder. Here's Banchero. Pass to Christie. Back to Banchero. No good on the three.
Not quite enough defense that time around, just lucky he was off.
Christie against Ingram. Banchero, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Scotty Barnes picks one up.
And on the interior, Banchero's a hard worker with terrific mobility.
Both free throws, good from Banchero. Second half rolling along now, about a minute played here. And that's a foul called on Franz Wagner. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Thunder. He has 7. Ingram outside. Pass to Thunder. Trying his luck from deep. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Banchero's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Christie. The Magic again can't hit.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Fires the 3. Orlando grabs the miss. Banchero's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Suggs in the corner. Another miss by Orlando.
Not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts. And they're still looking for their first bucket.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Bertle sets the pick for Banchero. A 3-pointer is right on target. Banchero's got 5 points in the quarter.
There you go, finally getting one to drop. They have to be a little better now, starting 1 for 5 in this half.
Puts it up. Again, Toronto.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Wagner outside. Pass to Christie. To the paint. Looking for Banchero and gets it there.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one. That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Good on the 3-point shot. Suggs has got 8 points.
And really, as the 3-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Ingram has the skill to do that. A nice job setting up and receiving the pass.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Give it up again for the 407 Nets team.
Here's Christie. Dick defending. Christie kicks to Suggs. Here's Christie. with the rebound. Lobos got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Thunder. Oh! Yeah. And an incredible double clutch dunk. Wow!
That is not possible. What we just... is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Got a piece of it. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. And now that's 11 points for Thunder. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Raptors.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
And the foul called on Thunder. That'll be his second foul of the game. Anthony Black's checked in for Christie. Down low. Here's Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
I mean, for Pirtle, the rim is right there. He just hops up to put it down.
Here's Ingram. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Franz Wagner. Raptors have made 8 of their 12 free throws in this game. R.J. Barrett's checked in for Barnes. Both free throws good for Ingram.
I think Brandon Ingram, not only a great story in his own right, starting to find out just how capable he is as a talent in this league, but also for executives about being patient and letting that talent develop.
Pass to Black. Now, here's Banchero.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Raptors leading by 18. Here's Thunder. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Barrett against Wagner. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, over 80% from the line for his career. You do not want to foul Franz.
The Magic. Trail by 21. They've got Black. Carter out there with Jalen Smith. Then it's Paolo Banchero. And it's Howard in at the 2 guard. This is out there for Orlando.
That's pretty much not how they defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Here's Thunder. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Right wing. Now here's Howard. Dick defending. Howard can't hit. Raptors leading by 18. Here's Thunder. The shot. No good. Good work defensively by Carter. Banchero with the ball. He's picked up by Dick. Carter outside. Here's Black. Inside. Here's Banchero. Drops it in off the fadeaway. 26 points for Paolo Banchero.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Picked his pocket. Here's Thunder. There's the drive. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, that's an old.
Old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Carter with a screen on Barrett. Banchero passes to Carter. Shoots over Zubac. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two.
And the defense searching for answers on how to stop Carter Jr. inside results in a foul there.
He hits the second from the line. Toronto leading by 17. Here he goes. Count that one. Thunder's got 10 points here in the second half.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Here's Black. Pass to Smith. Just 5 to shoot. The Magic need to get a shot off here. The shot's good from Carter.
And when you call a play for Carter Jr., you really want to get him something in rhythm. Great execution there.
The kick out to Barnes. Dick passes to Thunder. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Black the pass to Banchero. It's rebounded by Barrett. Toronto leading by 19 points. Dick in the corner. Shoots the three. Hands it from downtown.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And that's a huge body down low. When Carter Jr. gets that kind of position, there's not much you can do to stop him.
You know, altered shots don't show up on the official stat sheet, but as we saw there, he does a great job of doing that as well as collecting the rebound.
Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Thunder passes to Zubac. Here's Thunder, defended by Carter. They set the pick. Barrett, wide open, he fires. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Banchero outside. Good on the 13-footer. Banchero's got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, nice touch from the mid-range. Banchero, it's great watching his confidence continue to grow.
The kick out to Barnes. Barrett against Banchero. From beyond the arc. Rebound by the Magic. Now here's Howard. Pass to Black. Lets it go with a three. Nailed from three-point land. Black's got 10 points here in the second half. Poked away. Now Howard. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Jalen Suggs is checked in for Jalen Smith. That free throw, no good. Orlando making some changes. Hurdle comes in for Wendell Carter. And it's Franz Wagner in for Howard. Good on the second free throw. The Magic trail by 19. With the step back. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Zubac.
Clearly a foul.
Christie's checked in for the Magic. And he's good on the second. Toronto leading by 18. Onside, Barrett. And that one clearly. Torano gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Well, inside, Barrett fighting twice as hard, working through that contact and trying to get a shot off.
And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game. And right now at about 85% from the line, that's up from where it was in that first half.
I don't know if you push the panic button now, but that's the 4th personal, and he needs to stay aggressive out there. So going to be interesting to see how he plays moving forward.
Here are the Magic now. And here is Pirtle. Banchero outside.
When Barnes is locked in on you defensively, it gets tough to score on him.
Dick with it over Christie. Pass to Thunder. Onside, Barrett. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Thunder. 4 on the shot clock. Out to Barrett. From deep. Rebound by the Magic. Banchero's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Here's Thunder. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
Back to Suggs. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
A free throw drops for Suggs. Both free throws good from Suggs. Toronto leading by 21. Thunder passes to Barrett. It's deflected.
Good awareness on D there. Wagner wanting to be a difference maker defensively.
2 points. That one goes. Barrett's got 7 now in this quarter.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Here's Suggs. Here's Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
An explosive performance by Wagner tonight, showing just how dangerous he is when he's at his best.
Rejected by Banchero. Suggs passes to Wagner. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And it's blocked. Barrett against Banchero. Banchero draws the double. Onside, Barrett driving in, and Barrett slams it in.
And RJ can play where he's mixing up speeds, but is also in control of himself. This is the kind of stuff you get from him.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He knows every possession is critical now. Ingram, he's checked in for Toronto. Here's Banchero. Over Barnes. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Banchero's got 30.
Now, Pirtle, as a big, such an unselfish player, always willing to make the extra pass.
Tries a 3. Rebound by the Magic. Banchero's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Here's Suggs. Misses the 3. Raptors leading by 21. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. You have to think at this point.
If they keep trying to blitz you, this is what's going to happen.
second round. Win this series, and we're one step from the finals.